like you're caught before you even got started, Cheetah.
Guess again, Wonder Woman. It's you who have been caught. These three-dimensional holographic laser images are perfect duplicates. And by the time you figure out which one is the real me, I'll be inside the chemical plant.
Trying to find a way to have you open your heart. You don't know what's wrong with them.
If you feel like you wanna scream, if that's your way of letting out steam, then scream on. Scream on. If you wanna say something to say, and talking is the only way. Rap on. Rap on.
First off, I got a shirt with a bunch of dicks on it. Pause. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's your nigga Ice City 5-1 motherfucking O.
And it's your nigga, Uptown motherfucking Jackson, rolling with the homies. God damn it, I just be saying shit. I don't even know what I be saying. But I do know we're here to make a motherfucking video.
So, got motherfucking Jazz the Rapper versus E motherfucking Hart. I don't know. Sounds crazy. But there's been a lot of commotion about this battle. You know what I'm saying?
We did a reaction video. There were some technical difficulties. But out of tragedy, there is triumph. Because while we were trying to get this shit right, we kept seeing a bunch of posts. Jazz 3-0, E-Hart 3-0, da-da-da-da this.
You seen E-Hart 3-0?
No. But I've seen a bunch of different opinions.
Oh, okay. I was saying, strong E-Hart fan. But yeah, it was, like you said, a bunch of different opinions. You know what I'm saying? So we just come to it like, fuck it. Let's review the battle.
And we can break it down because we know there's actually a small section of you that actually like the reviews more than the motherfucking reactions. In this battle, there was a lot kind of going on. The more we watched it, I'm kind of glad because there was some shit that we probably would have missed in the reaction joint.
Definitely. So let's get into it. Round motherfucking 1. E-Hart goes first.
And man, douchey, come out swinging. Your daddy asked why you always battle gay chicks. Why he always go to vacation with Norbs. That's some gay shit. Like, just boom, punching. And yeah, and that's just the setup. Like, her intro is dope.
Yeah, the intro was dope. The whole bringing up her last battle with motherfucking Official. You know what I'm saying? How Official killed her and everybody saying the shit. And motherfucking
The Dr. Bill. They gonna need Dr. Phil. They gonna have the jazz face when they see the... Yeah, all that shit was good.
So your pops asks, why you always battling gay chicks? Why he share rooms with Norbs on vacation? That's gay shit. Why every battle rapper in here, he on they dick? Why he look like a fake flow rider that take dick? Tell your pops to chill or he won't remember how it got so real. He'll just wake up to a jazz face because the doc's like, ill, massive.
And so you had words with Official bad call. Like, oh yeah, her whole little intro, I was feeling that shit. Like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't really, and this is the thing that I want to say right now. She wasn't really like rapping to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? She was more up in jazz face. Like, bitch, your daddy this, you had a bad battle last battle. You know what I'm saying? It was more like towards jazz and not really like this is what's going to her. And that's kind of like what E-Hart approach was. And it was a pretty straightforward approach with that shit.
Hella professional, like consistent, yeah. She was on her shit.
The Aisha Curry shit, you know what I'm saying? Like she had a couple of She had a couple of shit in there about her last battle with Official, but the whole you was online, Aisha Curry, like that shit was hot.
There's no need to worry since you deceased already. They just brought your body to Brooklyn for me to bury. You tried to explain your death. I was like, stop it with the tweets already. After Official fucked your night up, you was Aisha Curry. Matter of fact,
The motherfucking E-Hart had a lot of shit in her first round that I feel that motherfuckers was sleeping on.
Or yeah, I don't know if it was sleeping on or you motherfuckers, because we don't want to assume, I don't want to assume that y'all motherfuckers weren't catching it. And maybe you were, maybe you weren't. But what I don't understand is how y'all motherfuckers aren't appreciating this shit and talking about how good this bitch did.
Yeah, like her wordplay was fucking with it. The whole Nicole J, you got killed by OJ, and then the what was the shit that you liked? The line she said with that, and it was like the OJs or some shit.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take a stairway to heaven, the OJ.
Yeah.
matter of fact, your new name should be Nicole J, because everybody knows that you was murdered by OJ. I was rooting for you. But you was losing the whole way. You was climbing the stairway to heaven like the OJ's in.
You know what I'm saying? Like that whole Nicole J, OJ shit, like that wordplay, like that shit was fucking nice. And then she had the motherfucking, she had the shit where she was like, you still booking nerds. You know what I'm saying? What's the real deal? And then everybody was like jumping early, like, oh, real deal.
You
Like,
geek.
yeah, he a geek. You know what I'm saying?
White boy.
I didn't get that. But after she said that, she did this whole little teacher scheme. I don't even think everybody caught it.
What's the real deal? I'll teach ya. I'll teach ya. Better watch your grandma. I'm thoroughbred. I'm first period. I don't care what the schedule read. Room full of dum-dums. That's code word for special ed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she didn't really get no reactions to it.
But they got a reaction to Real Deal, but not the real follow-up that made the shit dope.
Yeah.
And that happened a lot. That happened a couple of times in this battle where we were like, yo, let her say the hot shit that's about to come up. It's like, man, I'm about to teach you grammar, first period. Like, she had a whole bunch of fucking, from Real Deal, who's a school teacher.
Keep
you
your
know, a bunch
hands
of,
low or dip low, ma. Like, yeah.
yeah, there was just a whole, and we're like, yo, let her spit this shit. So yeah, she had a lot of fucking
Early jumpers. You know what I'm saying? Like, her setups, like people were reacting to her setups early. So, like all the yay and the ah shit, like, didn't come when she actually said the punchline. But it don't take away from how hot, like that shit, like that teacher shit with the Real Deal shit, that shit was nice. And then the whole fucking, the Warren, oh yeah, that Warren G.
a regulate finger pop.
I'ma regulate. If we Warren G, I finger pop one and you fuck. Have a menage with me. 2 guns. That'll sing to you. Me R&B, not one bone thug in you. Don't speak of harmony.
Her wordplay is, like, I really hate to say it, but this is the only way I kind of put it in context, is as good as a dude's. Like, there's niggas out there that ain't writing as good as this shit. And I don't like to be like, oh, a girl can't write as good as a dude. But the fact that I'm saying it, like, just think about the shit. Yeah. Like, there's niggas out there, like, mid-tier niggas, some top-tier niggas that don't have that fucking ability to craft words and put words together where there's a bunch of fucking layers to meaning and imagery and shit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like the Warren, yeah, the Bone Thug and the Harmony, like that. This shit is nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is really like, like, I don't want to say it like that, but if she was a dude, it'd be kind of like, she'd be like, kind of like Rum Nitty. You know what I'm saying? And like, I kind of like, I was talking to him and I was saying this battle, I kind of felt like this was like a Rum Nitty versus Ill Will. type of battle to me. You know what I'm saying? Where like Rum Nitty was saying a whole bunch of witty ass wordplay shit, and then Ill Will was, you know what I'm saying, shit like Ace Ventura on the highway, and motherfuckers was yelling to it, and it kind of seemed like Ill Will won the battle. But when you get
you
down,
stop and you think and you just listen to the shit that this bitch was saying, like it becomes a lot closer than a Jazz 3-0.
yeah, the whole $150 across your face, let's cut the Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Like even Jazz was like, nobody ain't never said that to me before. You know what I'm saying? Like she is saying a lot of shit that people have not said before. And I'm like, that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? It's fresh. And even still, if it's like, even if it's not as relevant, like, I'm glad she didn't say shit about, you know what I'm saying, the election or the Trumps or the border across, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't say none of that shit. She just kept it rap and kept it street. And that's probably why I like a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like that. The whole fuck up your foundation before you make a wish. That shit was fire.
Yeah, no, very little of the best shit that she said just had one meaning. And the shit went into, like I said, nigga, just layers. It's the only way I can fucking describe it. The fucking fuck up your foundation, like the foundation of a building, the foundation of makeup, the Make-A-Wish Foundation into the Make-A-Wish. Like everything just kind of flowed into the other fucking, like all of the words and images kind of just flowed into the next one. And she fucked up, like she didn't fuck up, but she switched up the order. So things that usually people would say first, she would say second. And like, yeah, you gotta give some credit to the way this bitch fucking constructed her rounds.
And the whole fucking, she said the shit where she was like, all these ain't bars, ain't yours, like you plagiarist. And I'm gonna touch on that like later, but I just want to say that now because it is like some shit that Jazz said that I can see a lot of other motherfucking dudes saying. Or like, I could have swore I heard somebody else say something like that. But then,
it kind of goes for everybody.
Yeah,
though.
but
for a lot of people,
yeah,
anyway.
Kind of does go for a lot of people. And the free range chicken shit, like that shit is fire. Like,
yeah, let me say there's a certain appreciation you gotta have for
bars.
Let all these bitches, chicken is crazy. It's incredible. It's beautiful.
And then she had little shit in there too, like you can get the whole company, like you was in the wheel.
Yeah.
These bars aren't yours. All these bars aren't yours. You a plagiarist. I think of Jazz, I think of onesie. Them baby shit. Really got respected for bars. Then E came. It was me who let these chickens roam. I gave them free range. Don't come for me. If you ain't coming with the steal, you get the whole company. And you wasn't in the wheel, though. You don't get it?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, when your setups and your filler and the things that you just saying to get to the next thing is hot. Like, once again, hotter than another. Yeah.
Like you was in the wheel. Like, nigga, that shit is fucking fire. And then the whole, yeah, she witty, but she ain't fucking
witty.
Like, you must be deaf, dumb, and blind. Like, the whole shit she had, like, her wordplay in the first round was fucking crazy.
Delivery consistent, aggression was there.
Now, you know what I'm saying? Was her performance the best to where, like I said, no, it wasn't to where it was like going to the crowd and doing, you know what I'm saying? It was very more up close and personal. And I feel like she catered to where she was at with her performance. But that was, and then the whole...
You know, she's claustrophobic. Heart in a small room, heart start beating.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, E-Hart had a solid first round to me.
But Jazz's first round won't too shabby either.
No.
Won't too shabby over there.
Now, you know Jazz started off with her whole, if y'all don't remember how it does.
Just take time to address the bullshit when it's time to.
When it's time to.
And that right there kind of encapsulates what's about to happen. Because by the time she got to that fucking time shoot, everybody was saying this shit. Everybody was just excited to be a part of the fucking jazz show.
Remember how I does this? Good, I'm gonna remind you. It's been almost 2 years since I've been here. I had a time too, but if you loved me last time, tonight, I'm that times 2. I work on my time to address bullshit when it's time to.
So, when the jazz show started, she started off with the fucking, I didn't lose to official. You know what I'm saying? So stop the hating. It was just the first time a bitch fought back, so it shocked the nation. Like, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? I did like that. I like that it was current. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was current. It was just like, wasn't really talking about what the fuck it was. You know what I'm saying? It just said some little shit, and I was like, okay, that was cool. So,
but what it did was, it got the crowd's attention.
yeah.
And it got them excited for what was coming up. Like, and Jazz will tell you herself, if she ever talks to you or you see it, like, she's super fucking cerebral with how she approaches her battles. And this was a great example. And she knows that her aggression, she had to work on, and I think she kind of upped it, or at least she was focused this time.
Yeah, she was focused. The whole, I gotta take E-Hart out to get a buzz, let's play Operation. That was okay. You know what I'm saying? I do feel that she did have like a little, the crowd was on her side. You know what I'm saying? On a couple of shit that she said, like with the first like half of her round, the crowd was really on her side.
Oh my God, nigga, were they?
So I'm like a doctor waiting. Cause if I gotta take Hart out to get a buzz, let's play Operation.
It's so much that I think it took away. Maybe I'll take the time to do it. I want somebody to actually edit somebody's round together, if it's Jazz or Rum Nitty or Av. Edit it together to where they're actually rapping and the crowd ain't stopping them every third line. And like let it see how the fucking shit would flow and play out. And like I like the Al cater to the crowd line. He said the shit was like,
Yeah, I feel like whoever watching this video, you know what I'm saying, let's just can you put in the comments if y'all heard that line before or whoever said that, because I feel like a lot of motherfuckers have said that line. And I don't feel like it was really like a line. But that's just my opinion.
Once again, I don't know. I think because I liked it. Well, first I liked it. It was just whatever. And I don't be remembering. So the next time somebody else says it, I might not remember that Jazz said it this time. But a lot of Jazz's references were so fucking relevant and personal to her. Like, and throughout the whole battle, she came at it like when she was talking about herself, like she realized I fucked up.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna do to fix it. This, that, and the other. And there'll be other points where I'll be like, you see what I'm saying? It's like this bitch really. I always said one of the great things about Eminem was I knew his baby mama name, I knew his daughter's name, I knew some of the shit he was going through. And Jazz kind of does that in this battle. But she had haymakers. It was like body blows versus fucking haymakers. Like ground and pound versus the Superman punch.
Yeah, the thing I was saying too about the performance was like Jazz's first part of her round, she had like some light bars. I'm gonna be honest, her bars was light, but her performance, she was like performing to the crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And then that
better than T-Rex has.
That brought the crowd along, you know what I'm saying? Like they was with her. It's like she kind of got that feeling, but it was like sometimes to where the crowd was with her so much
Cause if I gotta take Hart out to get a buzz, let's play Operation. Wanna make a room blow up, then I'll cater to the crowd. So y'all want them meet at Malone on a pick and roll. It's the old jazz.
To where it was kind of fucking her up and it was making her have like little dry spots and all type of shit. But the whole fucking the Stockton and Malone,
the old jazz,
the old jazz, like that
pick and
shit.
roll.
That shit was nice. That's when I feel like, okay, that's when she actually like started picking up. And then, you know what I'm saying, she took her jacket off, fucking everybody going crazy, screaming. She probably would have got a Don DeMarco. The E&J line, I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't really all that hot to me.
But once again, man, the way she delivered it, from the Crown Royal to the E&J, like everything she delivered with such conviction and animation that she sold the fuck out of it. It's like sometimes, man, wrestlers, have you ever seen a wrestler and their finishing move is like really not all that? It's like, nigga, it's really just like a suplex. But the way they fucking sell the shit out of that fucking suplex, it's now like the perfect plex, or the Steiner plex, or the Steiner recliner. Like simple moves, like when you sell the fuck out of it, and Jazz sold the fuck out of it, the shit becomes hard. And I'm thinking that's what she was doing in her first round.
Yeah. She had the shit about the pulling strings on the corset. Like,
which was, I think, the hottest thing she said that round.
Yeah.
First misfit, you asked Diva to add the choke to see you ain't get cooked. Never. I remember when you battled that bitch from corset, you was pulling strings just to make that body look better, my hook better.
Like
as far as craftsmanship goes.
Like when she said that, that's when, honestly, to me, is when she started heating up in her round. Like her second part of her first round was nice. The Mae Young shit, that was okay. The motherfucking, the star molded in the ring, the celebrity deathmatch shit, that shit was fire. That shit was hot. The eavesdropping.
Kill you in the ring, celebrity deathmatch. If we argue, I'm taking half her face off. I'm on that savage shit. Then take the other side just because, like devil's advocates. Pete. Punches got a week, ready to sleep. Knees wobbling, where I learned that. None of your business, but eavesdropping. I'm so smooth.
Like how you worry about that, don't worry, but eavesdropping, that shit was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
once again, yes, nigga, animated. She did the whole little, I'm high, so I don't know. What the fuck am I supposed to do here? Is this? Yeah. That shit, like she had the whole, she acted it out, even with the 10-man shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That shit, and then stay in your lane, the two together. You know what I'm saying? She was just talking her shit, but the E minor, the way to get her out of tune was E minor. Like, her second part of her first round was nice. And then, like, you know what I'm saying? And her first part, to me, was just like,
delivered nicely.
Yeah, it was delivered nicely. And then she had like a couple of dry spots. And then she really ended it with well, I wanted to say this too. When she was like, who the fuck got you pregnant? And I was just like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, pussy really don't have a face. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, ugly bitches get pregnant all the time.
Cameron voice.
Like,
ugly bitches get pregnant every day, B.
It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you get, yeah, like.
And I will say that I thought when Jazz, I thought the same thing, because she was like, yeah, who dick get hard, who dick got hard, and I was like, yeah, that's true. Because E-Hart is not easy on the eyes. She's a very handsome woman. But then he was like, yeah, man, ugly bitches get pregnant every day. And be having cute ass babies sometimes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's true.
That shit be hella scandalous. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it take like, niggas be really horny. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah, she could have caught a nigga fresh out of jail.
Anything.
She could have caught a nigga named Chauncey to just like her personality.
It's just like, nigga.
Could have had somebody like, yeah, she could have literally just put somebody's dick in her mouth and the nigga couldn't have said, whoever. So yeah, what he says is true, yeah. So yeah, It was an unnecessary angle.
And it was just like,
but it was funny.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna go somewhere with it, but she said she was in the second round. But honestly, I don't even really think she still.
Nigga, when she said, "Nigga, you like a single mother and a single father," I thought that shit was funny than the motherfucker.
And then she ended it with the pop my cherry shit.
Once again,
pops.
keeping it personal, like I feel like I'm invested in this bitch now. Like I know, I've been knowing that everybody's been saying she's a virgin, and she put it out there with her dad behind her. Like that's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? Just so yeah, for somebody to just tell the whole, not the whole world, because the whole world ain't watching battle rap, but to tell everybody that watched this battle, hey, I lost my virginity. Like that take a little something. Like you may not think it does, but yeah, it kind of takes a little bravery just to tell the whole world you lost your virginity. And then to make it a room shaker on top of that.
Yeah, that's the. So that's what we got round one.
That's what happened.
Round two.
It starts to get interesting.
Now round two, E-Hart goes.
And boy, does she.
She said the shit about the mob, D,
Prodigy.
wreaking havoc, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she just got straight into. Well, that's not how she started off the round. But like I'm saying, when she said,
But that's when the
Get your chin checked. Things happen. Things happen. She be rapping. I'm in the streets. My mob deep. We see a prodigy and wreak havoc. Apologies. It's been a minute since y'all seen E snapping. I'm back.
when the water started bubbling, when she started cooking.
she got into that shit. The whole fucking masturbate, ejaculation, real.
She took it from, once again, she goes from fishing to masturbate to ejaculate, talking about real to fishing to, yeah, like the way you start at one place is like if I started a sentence talking about pretzels and then ended the sentence talking about easy chairs, and somehow all of this shit just made sense because of what happened in the middle. Like just the way she gets you from point A to point B, like motherfuckers isn't doing that wordplay wise.
Yeah, like her shit was fucking nice, and then she had the whole fucking shit where she was like, I catch you £1/4 if you want beef, and then you'll die overweight. That's
It's another example of the same thing to go from weed to hamburgers to motherfucking fat.
Here, you getting money. Do it secretly or click clack like a Kit Kat. Share a piece with me for half or quarter with the pound. Don't try to beef with me or you could die overweight. That's obesity. You never held heat.
Like, and then the dudes were not wrong, Jack Thriller. Like, she started, you know what I'm saying? Like, E-Hart, she surprised me because I probably never think I seen an E-Hart battle before. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't, like, watch.
I got him beat by one.
I wasn't really watching, like, females battle like that. But to be honest, I've seen some Jazz the Rapper battles because Jazz had that little buzz, so you know what I'm saying?
Gotta keep current.
Yeah, so I was watching those, but she shocked the hell out of me.
Yeah. Her whole second round, and you guys know I love a good fucking second round. From the Rum Nitty Steam second round, the Daylight second round, E-Hart second round
Jazz
is going in that list of second rounds that are not to be fucked with. This bitch was consistent, like no dry spots, no fuck ups. Rock had good timing for the crowd board. Like it was just a perfect round damn near. Really, she rocked the fuck out to me.
Like me? Cool. As long as you respect me, fine. You discredit me, you lying. It must be pride. They even tried setting a man in to see me die. I'm a giant in New York. They don't want to see Eli. Got a short temper that's midget rage. The fifth of rays is crazy. I'll let it ring. If you get engaged, be a disaster. In daylight, if we get the fade for thinking she was good here, they gonna have to get her lemonade. You got killers.
She had the motherfucking. And you know what I'm saying? Like, we always be like, oh, the phenomenon continues. Because she had like a football scheme with like the Giants and Eli Manning, and like Eli, New York, Giant, Pride, Lion. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit, I can't remember word for word. And then shit was like a whole bunch of like little football shit. Paid like Eli Manning. Paid Manning. And then Jazz had one of those in her rounds too.
That happens a lot.
Yeah, it's hella crazy. It's very
We find it weird. I also find it weird that nobody else seems to fucking notice but us that it happens a lot.
good. And they both did it in that second round. And we're gonna say it when we get there. Then the whole shit about the text me wrong with the autocorrect and these.
Get all you can get. I know cutthroats that are cutthroats. It's off with your neck if you text me wrong. These joints are autocorrect. You would think the gun got... If you text me wrong, these joints are autocorrect. You would think the gun got Wi-Fi the way to auto-connect.
These guns got Wi-Fi.
They auto connect.
Like, E-Hart was going in her second round. Like, she was fucking with the shit. The wordplay was on point. She was in the bitch face. Once again, she know it's not to where she's like all talking to the crowd and shit.
No, but she wasn't talking to the crowd. But then, does it become a matter of E-Hart versus Jazz and the crowd? Because Jazz was definitely rocking to the crowd.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Or does it become a matter of the crowd is a detriment because Jazz can't really get her shit off like I'm pretty sure she wanted to?
Then the whole bars like I wrote it for a nigga, that's equality. That shit was fire.
Nigga, was it?
Like,
Nigga, was it? I don't know if the microphone heard me whisper. But yes, nigga, that shit, just an example of the fact that this bitch was going in this whole fucking round.
there's the whole decay low next to one tray, that's Tristan Thompson. Like,
That's some sports shit.
yeah, he played for the Cavaliers. Like, yeah, she had some shit for her second round. Like, her second round was another consistent ass round for me. And like, I watched this battle like
A lot.
probably like 5 or 6 times. You know what I'm saying? I did a reaction didn't work, and I watched it like 4 times. So that's like 5 times, 6. And I watched it again. So about 6 times. You know what I'm saying? And it was like the first time I was even like, E-Hart was saying some shit that I wasn't catching. And I was like, I gotta watch this motherfucker again. But Jazz second round, she opened up with the Manning, Eli in New York. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn.
This in Houston, Cali, anywhere. Y'all was burying the body, of course. They asked Apple or Manning. I said it don't matter, I'ma still make Eli in New York.
Like, she just said something like that in her last round.
I wonder when they be hearing that shit, like, fuck, I was gonna say some shit like that.
Yeah.
But then who said it hotter? There's a lot of times it comes down to that. Like, they both had a lot of buck 50 references. Which one was the best? I give it to Cut to Jazz. That was the best buck 50 reference out of that whole battle, and there was like 3 or 4.
Jazz had a good one too. But then she was like, you a bitch a nigga wouldn't take for the team. You a forfeit. That was hella fucking funny. I ain't never heard that one before, nigga. That was hella funny to me. I was like, okay, that's hella funny. Boy, they call a bitch ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you a forfeit. Like, a nigga just basically like, hell no, bro. I give up, bro. I ain't fucking with her. And then she had the line about the ejaculate bust off on you. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, again.
So run up on her and she just passed the cake. He took her phone, then took her jewels, and she ain't even clapped the 8. But John, get it? I even got smacked like, wait. What I'm saying is she ain't bust off when I got ejacked. You laid or your man's mad or your man.
The phenomenon continues.
She just said some shit, just, you know what I'm saying, about ejaculating, busting off. So it was like, it was hella crazy. Like, not taking nothing away from Jazz or nothing, but I be like, damn, do these motherfuckers call each other? And be like, hey, I was gonna say something like this, my second round.
Or the motherfuckers be snitching. I heard Jazz said some shit like this. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's all. And then she said some shit like, I still ain't over the last nigga, like, I still on the last nigga, like I ain't over my ex. That was
cool.
That was cool.
I mean, she had to say something, right?
Nice landing, Cheetah. Now to land you in jail.
Not this time, Wonder Woman. My plans for you are a bit more permanent.
You know, like a lot of times, in a lot of with Jazz and shit, especially in the second round, that's kind of how I looked at it. Well, shit, she had to say something.
I like when she was like, bars go over your head like me at the battle. That was hella funny to me.
Once again, that personal thing, that's where her strength is, man. She knows Jazz the rapper is a character. And when your name is a title, shit, you motherfucking character.
Then she said the whole Eric, I have to pick you up like K-Shine, like DNA, like K-Shine when he's stumbling in the battle.
Guts out! Guts out! She trying to catch him, but they falling, so she fumbling. Now Erica have to pick it up like K-Shine when he's stumbling, and oh yeah!
That was nice. Then you heard K-Shine in the crowd like talking.
That's fire!
Yeah, that was hella funny.
Can I tell y'all something? I just got that.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. When you fucked up and said DNA instead of Eric. That's why we're a fucking team.
Then fucking she said something about Cortez.
And oh yeah, you used to like Cortez, right? Why y'all ain't date? You thought it'd be better for the sport? Bitch, please, you wanna bounce his balls and slob on it. She trying to dribble on court, but you should've smashed sis and made a sex tape. Y'all would've never got caught. Cause we all know that video would probably end up in the vault.
And it was like, what E-Hart said in the first round, she was like, you know what I'm saying, this ain't your shit, you played your wrist. And I felt like this is one of the things to where Jazz said a lot of shit, because she does go to a lot of battles.
Now, I want you guys, Tox, Lala, whoever, leave a comment on what you think about what he's about to say. Because I'm very interested.
So this is what I was saying. When she said, you played your wrist, these ain't, you know what I'm saying, like the shit, you ain't even, this other shit other motherfucker said. And then she was like, you be at every battle. You done been in hella battles, like all the battles you be there. I feel like Jazz, a lot of the shit that she said was shit she heard other motherfuckers say, and she just wrote it down like on some old John and Don shit. And then the shit she said about Cortez really didn't have nothing to do with E-Hart having a crush on Cortez. It was just some shit she wanted to say to use Cortez in the vote, because every other battle rapper and battle that she been to, that nigga has used Cortez in a reference like that. And she was like, well shit, how can I do it? So who else would she have a crush on besides Cortez? Because it ain't no other way she can use Cortez in her battle besides saying that. Which I really didn't even think was all that. But I just feel like she did a lot of shit like that in her battle.
What do you think? I hope you guys followed along with all of that. But I think that maybe the bitch really did, or there was a rumor, or maybe she really did have a crush on Cortez. Because New York is a big, small place. So I could see how they would have similar circles and they would be smoking, and Cortez, I don't know. Like, who else she gonna have a crush on? Like, once again, somebody had to get the bitch pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She gotta like some kind of nigga. So why not Cortez? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was very clever and calculated, which I also give Jazz a lot of credit for doing.
Nah, she just was like, Cortez, that's how I kind of say it. So then she had the E-Hart name flips, where like, again, when she did I can snap it any moment. And I was like, well, that's New Jersey twerk for sure.
Possible, I'm about to fuck your name up. So guard your grill. Cause I can snap at any moment. You my enemy. Think I won't stuff you in your face? Wrong person. You got me mistaken. Identity. I got a
Pin this shit. Nigga, you pinman shit to a nigga with this pinman shit. I pull up, bend the whip. How about your friend get hit? You get pistol whipped. A big butt under the mouth like the crimson chin.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, when she been in so many battles, she just kind of seeing and she's putting in. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Because she's not saying exactly what somebody else is saying.
But she is a student of the game for sure.
I'm just saying she on some John the Don shit. That's what I'm saying. And I don't be saying the thing about John the Don. He don't be fucking. I'm not saying he don't ever say nothing that anybody else said exactly. He might have heard some shit and tweaked it a little bit. Like he even do it when he like, oh, well y'all said when he did the shit against Mr. Wavy. And you know what I'm saying? He does it in a lot of battles. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just pointing it out and saying like, okay, that's what it is. And I think a lot of the shit that you're saying is just because you've seen it in a lot of other battles and you wanted to just use it because that's what you saw. And then she did, so when she did that little, I snap it any moment, like you can't say that ain't New Jersey twerk. Like, I don't know.
And that's why I said, well, tell me what you think. Because I can definitely see the validity in that statement, especially when you said New Jersey twerk. I was like, damn, that kind of was very twerkish.
Yeah, and then but then the name flip shit, the whole identity shit, like that was nice.
That was some fire right there. That was pin game, son.
Walking around looking for Hart.
I'm the Tin Man.
I got a quick plan. She gonna get a chin punched. I'm a gin fan. I was walking around looking for Hart. I'm the Tin Man, and if
like
pin game and performance.
That shit was nice. And then when he was like, I'll break you apart and your other half can get the other half, like
a locket.
Like that was nice. I like the other name flips better, but you know what I'm saying? So that was Jazz's second round.
Not as good as E-Hart's second round.
That was, you know what I'm saying? Like Jazz, her second round. Yeah, it was. Now, yeah, we'll get back to it. Now the third round, E-Hart third round was definitely her lightest round. That was
was it?
She got on Jazz for being up at every battle for sure. Like that's what she's doing. And that's what I was saying at the last thing, like, yeah, she do be at every battle, so you is gonna get to just see a little bit of everything. Then she got on there about the goddamn fucking with the meat like a herbivore. So she got on there about
her fucking or not fucking. Although she did say you lost your virginity in Jersey.
Off of dot juice. Rumors I heard before said you fucking with the meat now. You not a herbivore on a nigga named. You not a herbivore on a nigga named Paulie D. Being a flirty whore, Jay Wow. Did you lose your virginity out in Jersey Shore to Debo?
Then she went into something about Debo and money.
yeah, really, that was it. And then you died homeless, word to 40. And that was kind of like, it was a whole bunch of like
Stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Stuff. Once again, it's like, man, you had to say something by contract. I think you just had to come with like 3 rounds. So that was your 3rd round.
Like, but she had a 3rd round. But what I'm saying is like,
oh yeah, she had a 3rd round, but it wasn't nothing super dope. It was nothing really spectacular, especially coming off of that 2nd round.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, you just fucking went punch drunk, and then you came with some drunk punches. Like, yeah.
So yeah, her 3rd round to me was
lacking.
Yeah, it was definitely lacking, and it was definitely her lightest round. Now, Jazz's 3rd round, she brought up their past battles of who she battled, you know what I'm saying? And
facts.
Who Jazz battled and who E-Hart battled and what Jazz did to him and what E-Hart did to him and how the outcome came, you know.
To go down our resume and spit facts. We both battled Shayna and Hustle. Who gave them controversial chokes? I did that. We both battled 40. Who changed the game when they did? I did that. You battled Official in front of Snoop Dogg. But who gave her her biggest look? I did that. So I'm not elite? I don't get that, because every single big match you had that I did too, mine had way more of an impact. But
I'm saying, that was pretty fucking good. Then the bitch did this motherfucking eating disorder scheme.
Oh, the bulimia, throw it up. Will you let the bitch rap and get the shit out?
Like, she...
Because now I'm hungry. And for a bitch that wasn't eating, disorder, bring that hunger back. Believe me, a feast gon' come. I'll hold it down. Won't throw up from that. I'm past sick. Ain't no gas trick. They just let her raps. Them last chicks, I wrecked them. And testing my shit, you can't stomach that.
She said this shit about like 5 times.
Because niggas wouldn't let her finish.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, it ain't even no exaggeration. It was about a good 5 times that she had to say that shit over and over again. But it was hot, you know what I'm saying? And when she said that shit, like, that's when I was like, okay, now she cooking. Like, this is the Jazz, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that I was gonna see them other rounds. Like, the other rounds, it was some cool shit, you know what I'm saying? But now she really getting into some shit. With the scheme, with the eating disorder scheme, the motherfucking, with the whole Penny and the Magic and the Hardaway little shit that she had said, that shit was motherfucking fire. The goddamn, how I move, E follow me, emotions, got her emotions under control. That shit was fucking fire. Like, Jazz, her 3rd round.
It's supposed to be the most powerful piece on the board, right? So I gotta laugh at that, because I said we doing this on Smack. And where we at? Bitch, you followed me wherever I go. You asked them for a certain price, I said no, and where we at? You was fronting, bitch, your numbers is low. You wanted the big stage, I wanted the small. And where we at? Y'all ain't peep? I got my hands dug in her soul. Cause how I move, she move. Keep it cool, I got emotions under control.
Oh my God, yes, the emotions under control. That shit was so fucking hot.
Her 3rd round was fucking hot.
So yeah, if she had come like that all 3 rounds, all the people saying Jazz 3-0, I might listen to you.
Yeah. Then she had shots at Bonnie. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Bonnie had 32, 35 battles. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? I don't even know if her and Bonnie battled.
I gave these hoes 2 years to do something while I kicked back. And they ain't did shit. Well, Bonnie had 32 battles that we don't give a fuck about. That bitch whack. This is why.
But yeah, that was definitely a shot to Bonnie. And then she was talking. Then she even said like how the first baby mamas is always ugly. But then asked her who they got her pregnant. But it's like you know.
That's the bro code, yo.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She had that whole little shit. That shit was fucking nice. Then I like her butt 50 across the face. That's, you don't know where that cold cut came from. That's mystery meat.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like that.
That was cool.
That was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Jazz, when I was like, Jazz had a nice little butt 51. I was like, that was actually a nice one.
No, he walked out. This guy. You taste that? Victory's sweet. $1.50. They don't know where that cold cut came from. Mystery meat. You battle C3.
You know what I'm saying? And then she fucking brought her dad out. And that was basically like they had a whole little thing that they did.
While you wasn't doing your chores, running all your errands, and you was prepping for this shit, Erica Hart, I went to high school with this bitch.
So what you saying, Dad? This your man's, because if you tell me chill, then I'll fall back. And yo, no disrespect to Mom, but would you hit that?
Hell yeah, with a baseball bat.
And once again, when they finally got to finish it, and he said with a baseball bat, it was like, damn, that shit was funny than a motherfucker.
Yeah, like when he came out, he was like, Erica Hart, I went to high school with this bitch. Like everybody was like, that wasn't the old part, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of that was going on the whole battle. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of the crowd jumping before the punchline was even there. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of crazy. But like as for the battle, man, who you gotta give it to? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can't really, it's so hard to decide because it comes down to the first round. And in the first round really comes down to what type of fight you like. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more of a technical motherfucker. So I'm giving the first round to E-Hart by the hairiest of the slightest of hairs because I appreciate the technical aspect of her wordplay. But trust me, it was Jazz 2-1 up until like a day ago, and I just kept rewatching E-Hart's first round and just being like, this bitch was just so consistent.
Yeah.
And she's just so fucking clever with her pen. But yeah, up until like a day ago, I had Jazz because Jazz just has such fucking delivery and control of the crowd. But at the same time, it's also kind of what fucked it up because I don't want to hear crowd reactions. Like, I can judge for myself what the fuck I think is hot. So let me hear the shit. And that, in the end, is really what fucking kind of slightly tipped E-Hart.
I got E-Hart the first round. Honestly, I had E-Hart the first round since I watched the battle when it came out, and we was gonna like put out a reaction video, cause I felt like it was so much I missed, and that's why I compared it to like Rum Nitty versus Ill Will, because when we did that video, I was like, if Rum Nitty wouldn't have said what he said, how he said it, then he wouldn't have got the rounds that he got. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that was the same way with E-Hart in her first round. Like, what she was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was so fucking dope.
Exactly.
It's like there's the only way to give somebody a round when somebody is saying something that dope is for you to say something doper. More dope, better, more creative. Whatever the fucking grammar may be. The only way Jazz was gonna win is if she had just said she had been more.
It should have been like her third round in her first round.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I'll stop you, Wonder Woman, and the whole world will help me.
My magic Bronco can cage even a wild animal like you, Cheetah.
Like, cause then she would have had the wittiness and the wordplay and the bars with this fucking incredible performance and delivery.
Exactly.
That really carried. It's just like when it first gave Charlie Clips the battle over Loaded Lux. Because he had the fucking crowd rocking with him and he had the fucking delivery. But after just listening to the shit Loaded Lux said so much and being like, okay, like everything this nigga was saying. So everything E-Hart was saying in her first round was just, none of it was garbage. None of it seemed like it could have been throwaway bars.
So that's why I was just
like the slightest edge.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then the second round, I'm giving that to E-Hart. I feel like her second round was very consistent.
Yeah, no, her second round was just good. That wasn't even, that's not even like, no, her second round was fucking incredible. I loved it.
Hell yeah. Like,
that was
the Mob Deep shit, the Masturbate shit, the Deuce, the imprint on Jazz, the football, the good hair, Lemonade,
Is that with the teacher scheme? Or was that the first round?
That was the first round.
Yeah. Once again, it's like
the whole
she has
wrong,
so much hot shit. The auto, yeah.
Bars like I wrote for a nigga. The Chloe 1K, One Trade, Tristan Thompson. Like her second round was fire, and then like Jazz second round, which to me was like it wasn't as consistent. It like her second round, her performance and stuff wasn't as good as her first round.
I think Jazz knew that was kind of her, that was her round to give. And then she knew she was gonna have the third, so it really was gonna come down to the first. And she was probably hoping that her first was strong enough. All supposition, but just the way it shook down, that second round from Jazz didn't look like it was written to kill. It looked like it was written to fucking get her to the third round where she knew she had a bunch of killer shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was her name flip round. That's the shit she said about like the Cortez shit and her name flips was damn near like almost like midway through her second round. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like really, like I said, unless she really had a crush on Cortez, that was just a whole bunch of filler shit to get her to the third round. And it wasn't enough in the second round.
Not against a bitch that just came up there and spit hot ass shit for 3 minutes or however long it was. Just like over and over, like you get it, or belaboring the point.
Yeah, her third round, E-Hart ran out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as those other two rounds.
Not even close.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't, and you can even tell because the third round she even ended early, and that shit like she stopped. It seemed like she stopped pretty early because Jazz's third round was like fucking, I think like 13 minutes or some shit.
But there was a lot of crowd reaction. And it's funny now that I'm thinking about it, if E-Hart had switched her first and third round, she would have lost that battle. Because her third round wasn't as good as Jazz's first round. And Jazz's third round was probably better than E-Hart's first round.
Yeah.
So yeah, if she had switched them rounds, like that's how close to me the battle was. Like if she had switched the order of her rounds and came with a different strategy, she would have lost. Like that's how close this fucking battle was.
And then like with her first round, with her ending the shit with the pop the cherry, that shit was, I'm not gonna lie, that shit was nice. And it was a good way to end it in the building. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in the building and that's like, this is like a prime example between in the building and on camera. If you're in the building and you gonna be like, oh yeah, that was it. She popped it. Oh, nigga, I would have screamed. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have yelled. But watching that shit on camera a couple of times, I'd be like, alright, you said you popped your cherry. I'm pretty sure you been did that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just shit like that. But like strategically in the building, that was nice. But it still, to me, wasn't enough for the first round. So, yeah, I edge E-Hart the first 2 rounds and get Jazz the 3rd round.
Yeah. Let us know what you think. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe. You should. This is Uptown motherfucking Jackson.
It's your nigga Ice City, 5-1 motherfucking up. Peace.
And this is where we stop the shit.
We wanna make this perfectly clear. We're talented and strong and have no fear
of those who choose to judge but lack pizzazz.
Talking all that jazz.